All right, y'all, what's up? It's your boy, Rick Mohamed, Brawler Sports Media. I'm live here in Manhattan, and I'm kicking it with my man here. I got a young fighter, up-and-coming prospect. So Brawlers don't just interview and reach out for the superstars that's already at the pinnacle of their careers. We want to build fighters as well. And I'm standing here today with my main man, Mr. Pennington here, and he is Kingpin Pennington. Give him your full name?
Courtney, Kingpin Pennington.
Courtney Kingpin Pennington. He fights in the Super Welterweight division. Now, Courtney's fighting coming up March 16th on Joe Deguardia's card. He's the CEO of Star Boxing Promotions. For those of you who don't know, Joe Deguardia has been around for a long time. He's helped put fighters on the map for 26 years. He started Star Boxing Inc. back in 1992. Also, Joe Deguardia, what makes him so unique for these guys and being their promoter, he's a lawyer. He also was the New York State Golden Glove champion himself, 147 in the open division. So they got the best of all those worlds. You got a lawyer, a former fighter, and their promoter. So he knows exactly where to take these guys, when to elevate them, how to protect them, how to carry them as they should be turning pro. So my man here, the champ, he's fighting March 16th. Had a mediocre career as an amateur, 25 amateur fights, finished at 18-7 in 2012. He turned pro in August of 2012. He's coming off of 3 good wins with Boyd Melson, who was 15-1-1 at the time, correct?
Right, correct.
So he TKO'd this guy in the 7th round, if you will. He was a southpaw. And then 3 months after that, come May 2017, he fights Kyrie Gray for an 8-round unanimous decision that won him the UBF, that's the Universal Boxing Federation belt, international super welterweight title with an 8-round impressive decision over Kyrie Gray. And then his last fight was against Delvin Rodriguez. Delvin Rodriguez was 29-8-4. And he might have put the nail in the coffin to end his career, and he won an impressive 10-round unanimous decision right there. So I'm gonna let my man Cornelius Kingpin Pennington speak to you guys, and we're gonna ask him now. He's fighting Stephen Hitman Martinez March 16th at the Paramount Star Boxing Promotions. That's in Huntington, New York. That's a 10-rounder.
That's an 8-rounder.
That's an 8-rounder. So he's fighting an 8-rounder. Kingpin had 120 amateur fights, had 103 of those were wins, 17 losses. He got the name Hitman because he has a 62% knockout ratio. Now, with that being said, the illustrious career he's had as an amateur, the fact that he's got all these knockouts, is there a concern with you going into this fight, and how well have you prepared to train to face the Hitman?
Oh well, I'm not worried about any knockout ratio. I treat him just as any other opponent. I don't sleep on anybody, whether the biggest hitter or feather fisted. We train very technical the technicals, fundamentals. So I'm not worried about that. I'm a defensive fighter, and he won't be able to hit me much.
Defensive fighter, and now also with that being said. Now he is his current record is what, 18 wins and 3 losses. Okay, and he got 13 of those by knockout. That's why he's got that 62% knockout ratio. So now, where do you plan on going from here? What do you feel like Joe Deguardia's guidance and vision would be for the Kingpin Pennington after this W that you get March 16th?
Well, I want to take baby steps. I think if you have like a tangible goal, it'll be realistic for you to get to. So I think I would like to get into the top 20 worldwide first. I think and like I'm in the top 50 right now. I think this one would catapult me up even further and to fighting bigger and bigger names. Once I'm in that top 20, then I can start contending for like top 10, top 5, and eventually world titles, hopefully by the end of the year.
That's what's up. And with that being said, Joe has a vision for all of you guys. So just just roll with him because he know exactly where you're headed. You trust him. You guys have built a rapport, a working relationship. You've been with him 4 years, correct?
Right, 4 years.
Joe is a stand-up guy, and Joe.
Ron Katz. That's kind of like the liaison between me and Joe.
Ron Katz, that's my man. Ron Katz used to work for Top Rank. He's the matchmaker for Joe, right? What's up, Ron? Moving forward, like you say, you want to take baby steps, and Joe know exactly what that consists of. Building a fighter. He's not going to throw you to the lion's den until you're ready. Then you're going to get that test fight. But you do have a tough division. With that being said, in that super welterweight division, should you stay there, Eris Landy, you got Jamel Charlo, you got Hurd. These are all big hitters. You got an up-and-coming kid named Castano. I think he's 14-0. But those other three that I named, they're the big top guys. How do you think you fare in that weight class? Should you stay here at this 154?
I think I'm only getting better and better. As you spoke of before, I didn't have a long amateur career, so I've been learning as I've been going. I'm learning in the pros. So as I'm learning on the job, I'm getting better and better with each fight. So and to see where I've come, how far I've come thus far, and I didn't even arrive yet. I could only imagine where I'll be when I fight people like that. I think it'll be very impressive. It'll be great fights. I'll start putting people down and even more impressive showings.
Absolutely, being the hometown favorite. And here's the thing: his opponent that he's fighting March 16th at the Paramount is from the Bronx. And as you know, my man Kingpin Pennington, he's from Brooklyn. So it's the Bronx versus the Brooklyn, kind of like the old World Series they had back in the day. The Mets and the Yanks, Subway Series. So we got the boxing Subway Series, and this is called Rockin' Fights number 30. Rockin' Fights number 30 is the 30th show that Joe Deguardia has put on. And what else can you say about Joe Deguardia? He's awesome. He's been around a long time. He's probably one of the most loyal guys, promoters still in the business that you can trust, that really truly cares about fighters and about taking their careers to the next level. There's nothing crooked about Joe Deguardia. Scholar and a gentleman. Ain't that right, Joe? So with that being said, what can we expect from Kingpin Pennington on March 16th? You don't want to put it all out there, but how has camp been? Have you prepared any differently for this fight than you did for your last fight against Delvin? And what can your fans just expect from you?
Okay, well, we definitely prepared differently. We train, our training camps is catered specific to each fighter. So although Martinez is a long and rangy guy, he tends to not use his jab like that. He likes to bring the fight to you. Likes to fight on the inside. So we're gonna exploit that. We're gonna move our feet. We're gonna invite him walking in.
That should be a disadvantage for him at 6 feet tall, and an advantage for you. Keep in mind, the shorter guy wins on the inside. So with that being said, now you're ranked 53 out of about 1,300 and something other fighters. Not bad. So that means you're getting there right where you need to be before you get in the top 10 and start to get ranked by the bigger sanctions, IBF, WBA, WBC, WBO, and so on and so forth. Now I heard you say by the end of this year, 2018, that you should be ready to catapult your career to the next level.
God willing, of course. There's a lot of politics in boxing and everything that can stunt careers and everything. But I'm just gonna continue to do my job, and I know Joe Deguardia is gonna do his job, and hopefully we can work together to meet that goal. That's what I can hope for. Just do my part.
Absolutely. This is your boy Rick Mohamed. This is my man Kingpin Pennington from Brooklyn. Give it up. He gonna be in the house. I'm here for the Deontay Wilder Ortiz fight. He'll be in the building as well. I'm headed to the weigh-in here in just a bit, and I plan on bringing you guys some more footage. Rick Mohamed, Brawler Sports Media, live here in Manhattan for the big Wilder Ortiz fight. But for the main thing, my man here came down to check me out. Let me do an interview on him. I appreciate you for coming, champ.
I appreciate you for having me, brother.
Much love. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you, boss.
All right. Brawler Sports Media, we out.